Every day you wake up, there's a quiet ache under everything. You scroll, you serve, you smile. But somewhere between your morning coffee and the bedtime prayers, your soul is screaming, God, do you even see me anymore? Not because you are angry, but because you are empty. You keep showing up, but deep down you know you are starving. Starving for something real, for presence, for power, for peace. And here's the brutal truth. You can read the Bible every day and still miss the voice of God. Because there's one thing he keeps saying, softly, constantly, relentlessly, but you've been tuning it out, not because you don't care, but because the noise around you is louder than the whisper within you. Today, that whisper gets louder. Today, the silence might finally speak. Some people lose their faith in one big moment. Most of us lose it slowly. Not because we stop believing God is real, but because we stop believing He's near. You still go to church. You still read. You still whisper prayers before sleep. But your soul feels numb. You miss the days when God's presence felt alive, when worship made your heart tremble, when His word felt like breath, not just black ink on white pages. But now, it's like you are moving, but not alive. Like you are doing all the right things, but your spirit is stuck in neutral. You are not backsliding. You're just tired. Tired of feeling like you're the only one who feels this way. Tired of asking, why can't I feel God anymore? Tired of pretending you are okay when your faith feels thin. And in that tiredness, in that dryness, God is whispering something. But it isn't loud. It isn't flashy. It isn't on your church's Instagram page. It's quiet. And that's exactly why we miss it. Be still and know that I am God. Psalm 46:10. That's it. Not a new message. Not some deep mystery. Just one command. One invitation. Be still. Not run, not fix. Not prove, not strive. Just be still. You read it. Maybe you've memorized it. But have you obeyed it? Have you let stillness become your worship, your trust, your act of war against anxiety, control, busyness, and fear? Because stillness is not laziness, it's surrender. Stillness is when you stop talking long enough to let God speak. Stillness is when you stop reading the Bible like a textbook and let it become a love letter again. Stillness is when your soul finally exhales and says, I don't need to feel God to trust He's here. We overlook this message every day because we're trained to do, to perform, to strive, to earn. We measure our spirituality by productivity, how long we read, how many verses we post, how often we serve. But God isn't impressed by noise. He's not moved by performance. He's moved by surrender. And stillness is surrender. It's choosing to say, God, even if you don't say anything today, I will sit here with you. Not for answers, not for miracles, just because I miss you. That's the message He's been trying to give you. Not a new revelation, not a step-by-step plan, but Himself. The gospel was never about you doing more. It was about God coming closer, and He still is. But He comes in whispers, not shouts. He moves in silence, not spectacle. The Lord is in His holy temple. Let all the earth keep silence before Him. Habakkuk 2:20. Some of you feel like you've drifted too far, like you've messed it up, ignored Him too long. But He's still here, still waiting, still speaking. Maybe the reason you feel far is not because God stopped speaking, but because you stopped listening. And you can return, not by doing more, but by doing one thing. Return to me, and I will return to you, says the Lord. Malachi 3:7. Today, right now, put your phone down, turn the noise off, and just sit. Let the silence teach you how to hear again. The message is simple, but it's weighty. Be still, and know that I am God. If this spoke to you, if your heart is aching to hear God again, don't scroll past this moment. Take 5 minutes after this video. Close your eyes. Whisper His name. Don't beg. Don't perform. Just be, because God doesn't love you more when you're busy. He loves you right here, in the stillness, in the silence. And maybe, just maybe, that's what your soul has been longing for all along. This is one verse only, where one verse can change everything. Question for you: what has God been whispering to you lately that you've been too busy to hear? Let it out in the comments. Let's listen together.